What if I told you that people are making thousands of dollars just reselling devices? What if I also told you that people are making thousands of dollars doing this and they are able to literally retire doing it? And what if I told you people have quit their jobs working with me, flipping devices? And what if I told you that you could be somebody that is using this as an extra income as well? Now, it all depends on exactly how you want to scale the business, but this is a business that is easy for you to embark in because there's always phones in this ecosystem floating around. Let me explain to you exactly what I mean by reselling devices if you do not know already. Reselling devices is basically you going on an app, go on OfferUp, MERCARI, Facebook Marketplace. You can literally even go to your nearest neighborhood supermarket and find somebody that wants to sell a phone. And what you're doing is you're buying their phone because they don't know the true value. Now, what's the true value? True value is going to be they don't know the value in the market for these devices. They only know the value that they deem it to be depending on what they value it as a whole. Prime example, somebody may have an iPhone 12 in their drawer, obviously not showing any value for it, and they will sell it to you for around $200, $100, maybe even $300 when you can really make $500 from it. And it's the same thing with phones just like this. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max and I have the iPhone 14 right here. These two devices can make you great money every single week by you just investing the money you get from your check and flipping it. What if I told you that $600 or whatever you get paid a week or bi-weekly, you can invest half of that into a phone and literally make 10 times back, 5 times back, 3 times back, depending on your decisions and also depending on the buyers that you go to. Now I'm going to show you guys the buyer price list that I have, and you can get this at IamHustlersMindset.com, but I'm also going to show you people's results and what people are making every single day working with me, but not just with me, but also going on different apps, buying devices, flipping these devices easily. And if they can do it, you can do it too. I'm not telling you you'll get rich. I'm not saying that you might need to or want to get rich. But what I will tell you is it's an easy way for you to try and make an extra income, especially if you have a device already that you're using. Literally, if you're watching me on the device, you could be literally making offers in your area for devices looking to flip them. If you find somebody with an iPhone 14 and you know the true value is $600 and they're selling it for $300, jump on it. Give them that $300, then go sell that to the buyer. Buyer pays you automatically. You give him the phone, he gives you the money, and then it's an icy dunny bun. It's so easy. But here's the problem that a lot of people have, and they're currently having, that they don't know what the true value is. So they're giving people offers blindly, and they're scared because they feel like, oh my God, I don't have any backing, and I may lose out on money because I don't have anybody that's technically telling me they're gonna buy it for this price. So if I buy it for a price too high, I'm already in the red. That is why you wanna have a buyer's price list. That is why you wanna have a buyer. That's why you want to have different options, because you can sell to a buyer, but you can also list it back on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace or even MERCARI or eBay, and you can sell it for a higher amount. There's so many different ways you can do this. You just have to be willing to take that risk and put your money to work. A lot of people don't put their money to work. They rather just sit there and let their money sit in the bank account, and that is how you go broke. That is not how you grow money. That's not how you grow wealth, especially generational wealth. Our money should always be moving. It should never just be sitting in your bank account. If you have money sitting in your bank account, I want to ask you a question. What is that money doing for you? What is it doing for you right now? It's doing nothing but sitting, and you may be saying it's sitting there for a rainy day. And I continue, and I will continue to say this. You're going to have plenty of rainy days in your lifetime. Life goes up and down, and we have plenty of times when we're really, really going through it. And what happens when your funds run out, when you go through it in a catastrophic way, and you're like, dang, I gotta rebound now. Now I gotta build my savings back up. How many of us have spent money out of our savings and we're like, I gotta build my savings up? What if I told you, you can sit there and say, all right, I'll save $100 for 5 months. You'll rack up $500, great. But what if you take that $100 and you turn it into $500 each month? You have to be able to understand the power of money and also the power of investments and assets are really essential nowadays, especially in the economy that we are in right now. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what buyers are going to offer for the iPhone 14 and the iPhone Pro Max. I'm going to give you the true value as of today. I'm going to actually show you in the price list exactly what they're saying it's worth. So let's get into it. So guys, as you see, I have an unlocked iPhone 14 right here, okay? A blue iPhone 14. This 14 is new, taken out of the box, okay? We also have a iPhone 14 Pro Max, okay? Unlocked Pro Max. These are both going to be 128 gigabytes. So these are both 128s, all right? Now, with 128s, you're not gonna get the best deal, of course, because you can get a 512. They're hard for you to obtain though, because not a lot of people are really selling 512s unless they're Shoryang claims, which we'll talk about in another video. But when it comes to you having iPhone 14s, 128s unlocked, I want you to think about it like this. You are almost at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to value-wise. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because my buyer just texted me, I'm gonna tell you right now what this buyer overseas would pay. So for an iPhone 14 right now, unlocked, they are paying a 128, they're paying a total of $590. So $590 is what the market value for the iPhone 14 unlocked is right now. But also, I want to show you the difference between a locked and an unlocked phone. So an iPhone 14 unlocked is $590, but an iPhone 14 locked is going to be $395, okay? $395 for this if it was locked. So that would be sort of kind of the price difference, and that is how the phone market does work. If the phone is locked to a carrier, you're going to see that the price goes down. But a lot of people have a misconception that you should not buy phones if they are locked to a carrier, and that is not true. A lot of people are saying, well, they can blacklist it or they can do this, that, and the third. I'll tell you this, I've never ever had a point in time to where I was scared that somebody was going to blacklist the phone. If they blacklist the phone, that is going to be a unique situation, because most of the time when you're buying phones from people, again, if you watch my video, most of them are scammers. Most of these people are people that are going into stores using social CPNs, doing things with other individuals that need money, and they're just getting accounts and not accessing the account ever again. So the phone may be locked to a carrier, but that phone is still going to be good as for, now I ain't saying keep it for years. That phone will be good for around, I'd say 2 weeks. Make sure you get the phone and sell it. We don't get phones and just sit on it. We want to sell the phones. I never have phones just sitting down. The longest point in time I've ever had a phone is probably a week, but I have a certain day I sell phones to people overseas because of shipping and timings, and of course the UPS strike. So that is the difference. Now when it comes to the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, we're gonna go the iPhone 14, and this is purple, iPhone 14 Pro Max, $905, okay? So $905 unlocked, but if it was locked, it would be $630, okay? Now that's a completely different price range, price bracket, and that's because it takes a lot to unlock these devices. But we could talk about iPhone 13 Pro Maxes and the iPhone 13. The prices are going to be completely different. So again, I'm looking off of my phone flipping buyers price list. Definitely check it out on IronHustlersMindset.com. But the iPhone 13 Pro Max unlocked for 128 is going to be $900. Okay, unlocked for our 13 Pro Max, vice versa a 14 Pro Max, because the 14 Pro Max is $905, the 13 Pro Max is $900. So why are they so equal when the 13 Pro Max came out a while ago? I'm explaining to you why. They are different, but very close in similarity, because this doesn't have a SIM card, but the iPhone 13 Pro Max does. People would rather refer they really want a SIM card, because when you don't have a SIM card, it takes more to unlock the device, and it's also Apple making sure that carriers can track you the way that you move, because you used to not have to pay your bill and be able to just go ahead and jump to another carrier. Now it's more so you got to disconnect your eSIM from that carrier and then go to another carrier. So it's just all about them trying to make sure that they are tracking you so that they can understand why consumers are leaving. But the iPhone 13, by far, all models are the best models to buy because they do still have that SIM card and they're going to be worth way more money in the long run, all right? So if you're getting or buying by bulk, I would say always attack the iPhone 13s over the iPhone 14s. A lot of people, including scammers, are going to try and sell you the 14s because, again, their true value is way different than the actual true value. So you have to understand, customers are always going to be sort of kind of ignorant. And I wish I could show you guys the price list, but I can't because the price list, again, is on IamHustlersMindset.com. But there's so many different ways that you can make money with this. I would buy, okay? I would buy this iPhone 14. iPhone 14, which costs, it's gonna get us paid $590. So I would pay, I usually wanna make an $80 profit, right? So if I wanna make an $80 profit, no matter what the price on the price list is, I would then deduct it by $80. So if it is $590, prime example, deduct it by $80, so the most I would pay is $512. So the way I would go into a negotiation with somebody is just literally saying, hey, my man, I can start with $450 and then work my way up, because I always start at the bottom. I never start at my ceiling. Always deduct the amount that you want to make from the price list. Once you deduct the amount you want to make, then you know what your ceiling is. Okay, I can't offer any more than $512. And you are setting yourself up for success, because now you know if he does go over that $512, you in your mind know, okay, he's cutting into my profit. Now, do I want to go there? Do I want to sacrifice some of my money? Or do I want to make sure that I stand firm, let that person sit like I tell you guys to do all the time, and watch them come back? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I wanted to compare the buyer's value for both of these devices, and I hope this helped you guys understand how to really drill down to the right behaviors, to making sure you're making the right offers on devices. Because I know in the hustlers community, I see a lot of people making these offers and they're making some right and some wrong, and we're trying to continue to get in the best position as far as profit as possible. So make sure you guys do your due diligence, get some type of price list so you guys know exactly what the value is, so you don't end up losing out on money. That is the worst feeling you can have, is the feeling of losing out on money. We need all the money we can get, so let's play it smart. Let's make sure that we are dotting our I's and crossing our T's and making money work for us. Stop letting that money sit in your bank account. Make sure that money is moving. Invest that money into a product, into an asset, and I promise you, you'll start seeing more money. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.